Okay, I am working on making a cucumber and aloe soap. So far I've measured out my shea butter, and I'm going to measure out the rest of my ingredients. Let me see if I can find a good place to prop up the camera. I'm also making a hot process soap at the same time. I like to make more than one soap at a time. Consolidate my efforts, you know. And here we go. Let me see if this will work. There. Alright, measure out the rest of my oils. Right. I like to do my coconut and palm oils with the shea butter because these have already been heated up. And then if I need to, just nuke it for just a little bit in the microwave then. Coconut oil, palm oil, okay, now since you can see that the palm oil is cloudy yet, I'm going to stick it in the microwave and get it clear. I'll be back. Okay, I have all my shea butter, coconut oil, and palm oil melted, so I'm going to add the remaining oils. My olive. I'm using extra virgin olive only because it's the only olive oil I can get at the local store in a big container. So I don't have to go back as often. Gotta go grab my sunflower. Now, I like to use sunflower in some of my recipes. Some soapers think sunflower oil can cause DOS, or dreaded orange spots, which means it goes rancid quickly. But I've not had a problem with that, ever. And I keep it in low percentages anyway. So I think if you keep it in a low percentage, I don't think it does that. Or you can buy the high oleic sunflower oil, which has a longer shelf life. I haven't bought that yet, mostly because I can get this at my local store too, and it's nice to be able to get some oils at the local store and not have to pay for shipping all the time. So, alright, so I just have to add my castor oil. I have a small percentage of castor oil I like to add. Just a little bit of castor. I think a little bit of castor helps give some nice bubblage to my soap. So I like to add it. And I'm going to go ahead and get my lye water from the fridge. My lye water solution has already been mixed up and it's cooling nicely in the fridge. So I like to soak at fairly cool temperatures. Now I did heat up my hard oils to get them soft, but after I add the room temperature oils, the temperature of the oil mixture really does go down. Turn down my crock pot. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the lye water. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my lye water solution. Stir it up a little bit. There's a little bit of flakes in here. I noticed when I do less water, like more of a 50-50 ratio of water to lye, I get little crystals on top from when the lye reacts with the oxygen at the top of the water. At least I believe that's what it is, but then I sift it so none of those little flakies get in my water. So let's go ahead and pour in the lye water. I also added a little bit of sodium lactate into my lye water to help get my soap hard. I like to do that when I know I'm going to be putting my soap into a silicone mold. So, there. I'll put these over in the sink in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and stick blend to get to trace. Alright, back to taping. I had to step away for a minute because I almost forgot to make my cucumber puree. Can't make cucumber and aloe soap without cucumber. Now I just want to get this to a thin trace. In order to incorporate the cucumber, since cucumber is a very watery vegetable, I discounted my water. Like I mentioned before, I did more of a 1-to-1 ratio with the lye to water. And then to have more water in my soap, I'm adding, of course, the cucumber and some aloe liquid. I'll come back when it's time to add the cucumber and the aloe. Okay, I have my mixture at a thin trace, very thin. I'm going to go ahead and add my pureed cucumber, which I don't know if you can see here, I have a little chopping thing that pureed it pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. I have about an ounce, a couple ounces in here, give or take. I'm using the same container I used for the the cucumber. I'm going to measure out my aloe vera juice. I'll take the seal off so it can rinse out some more of the cucumber. Now honestly, I don't know how much the benefits of aloe and the cucumber make it through the saponification process, but I still think it's okay to experiment. See what you can come up with. There you go. Alright, and I figured I added the cucumber and the aloe vera, and it's making the soap thicken up a little bit, which I figured. That's why I didn't want to mix to a thick trace or anything before adding. I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance oil. I have a fragrance oil that's supposed to be a cucumbery smell, but I think it doesn't smell quite like a cucumber, but it does have a nice clean fragrance to it. So, now, I'm going to separate this batch, so I want to add some color, a little bit in here. Okay. Because I want to add some clays to this to color it. I have white kaolin clay, and then I also have a green French clay that I'm going to go ahead and use to mix with. I'm going to do more of an in-the-pot swirl. So let me move this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and mix the green. Take a tablespoon here. Go ahead and mix that in. I'm not sure what kind of green it'll come out to. I've used this before. I got more of an olive green, but I didn't mix any other organic matter with the soap. Scrape it off, get some of this clump. It's going to be a little clumpy, but to be honest, I kind of like the little dots of texture in my soap, especially when I'm making a soap with clays. I just like that. Getting some off the sides. Putting a bit of bubbles in here. Alright, it looks like a pea soup green right now. Army green. Now we're going to bring this over. I'm going to put some kaolin clay, which is white, into this batch, the main batch. Clays give a nice slip to your soap, a nice glide, which is nice, especially if you do a shaving soap. But I just want this one to feel good on your skin. About a couple of tablespoons in there, because that's a goodly bit of soap. And we'll see how this blends in. Okay, I'll come back when I'm done mixing. Okay, now I'm ready to do the in-pot swirl. It's thickening up a bit because of the clays and stuff in here, but we'll do our best. Okay, leave a little bit to decorate the top with. Alright. Now, to show you, that's all it looks like. Just kind of a swirl of green in there. I'm going to try and put this into the mold without making too much of a humongous mess. So let me shift this out of the way, get my mold out. It's a red silicone mold inside of a box. And we're just going to pour. I'll probably pour some and then stop to tap.
Go.
Okay. Camera died in the middle of this, so I'm just going to show you putting the extra soap on top. Well, my cats are hissing at each other in the background. Alright. Tapping out some bubbles. Now, put some clay in here, which is thickening up a lot, but we're going to try and put some on top to make a nice little decorative element to a certain degree. No blobs here and there. These are going to be some big honking bars. I think I need a little more than what I usually do. Alright, let's see if we can get some prettiness here. Not too fancy considering it's thickening up on me. At least getting some texture in the top. There we go. Cucumber and aloe soap. Tomorrow we'll do some cutting. Hopefully, as soon as it hardens up enough. And we'll see. Thank you. Okay, cutting the cucumber and aloe. It is in the mold. Try and get it out without too much trouble. I put sodium lactate in it to make it firm, and also I believe it gelled, so which made it nice and firm. There we go. That's how it looks. Remember, we put French green clay and kaolin clay in as our colors. Okay, I'm going to get my cutter out. I'm going to be right back. Okay, now I have my cutter. I'm going to stand this up to cut. It's the easiest way I can do it for me with the type of cutter I have. I just have a simple little wire cutter here. I know you probably won't be able to see me cutting initially, but I'll show you after I've cut. There, how about that? You see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, here's the first one with the green swirls in there from the clay. And there's a couple white speckles from the kaolin clay too. So. Swirl. Just a basic in the pot swirl. And I didn't have a lot of green, I just wanted a little bit of green. Okay, more green in that one. Yes, we're on top. Okay, and as it cures, I will wipe off the little bits here. Alright, the last few pieces I do on the edge. There's that one. And the last one. There. And there. Okay. That's all of it. Okay. Cucumber and aloe. Now that mold. Okay, thank you.